The triple net lease has quickly become one of the most favored leasing structures in commercial real estate today. In a triple net lease, the tenant assumes responsibility for their proportionate share of three primary categories of charges in addition to the base rent. Those categories are property taxes, insurance, and common area maintenance expenses, also sometimes called operating expenses. While triple net leases can provide stability and increased property values to landlords, tenants must carefully negotiate them to avoid unexpected expenses and ensure fairness. In this video, we're going to just talk about the basics of the triple net lease charges. First, property taxes. Under a triple net lease, the tenant is responsible for their proportionate share of property taxes on the property. This may seem straightforward when you're thinking of ad valorem taxes, which are based on the value of the property, but tenants should be aware that the term taxes in a triple net lease often cover more than just the ad valorem real estate taxes. They can also include general and special assessments, taxes or excises on rents, and tax charges for governmental services like street maintenance or fire protection. Triple net leases will also often include, in the definition of taxes, margin taxes that are levied in lieu of a standard or typical real estate tax. So it's important for tenants to pay attention to what is included in the definition of taxes and negotiate appropriate exclusions. Also included in the triple net charges are the cost of insurance premiums and endorsements obtained by the landlord for insurance covering the property. The landlord could obtain a variety of different types of insurance, like commercial general liability insurance, commercial property insurance, business interruption insurance, and umbrella insurance. While it's important that the property is adequately covered, this must be balanced with the cost to the tenant. Qualifiers requiring, for example, that the cost of the premiums and endorsements be commercially reasonable or in line with what prudent landlords of comparable properties obtain can help protect the tenant against excessive and unreasonable insurance charges. The third category of expenses under a triple net lease is called common area maintenance, often referred to as CAM or operating expenses. This is the largest and often most negotiable component of triple net expenses. These expenses consist of all costs associated with operating, maintaining, and managing the property. Without a precise definition in the lease, the tenant could be on the hook for a very broad range of expenses. Most often, though, the lease enumerates what is and is not included in the definition. Commonly, CAM consists of the actual and commercially reasonable costs of preventative maintenance, repairs, replacements, janitorial services, security services, remodeling of the common areas, employee compensation, management fees, and administrative fees. Some leases, in particular office leases, often include the cost of electricity in their operating expenses. Because the definition of CAM is broad, it's imperative to explicitly state what is not included in it. Exclusions often include costs such as depreciation of the building, debt service or other loan fees, penalties, any costs attributable